Hey guys, Nick here with Okanagan Detailing. Today we are doing something a little different. We're doing a job on site. So we typically work out of our shop, and for a select few customers we will actually come and do the job in their own space as long as it's appropriately set up. And these guys, they have a muscle car shop and we do a lot out of their commercial space, and this is at his personal garage getting this car ready for sale. Let's have a look at what we're working on. So you can see we have some defects in the paint we're going to take care of. The car overall, considering its age, is in really good shape. He said it has 40,000 original kilometers on it, so considering the age of the car, it's pretty incredible to be that low K and in a unmolested form like this. And the paint itself is about as good as a car that's only a few years old, so should be a light two-step. We got a little bit of weirdness right on this panel. It's kind of the beginning stages of like crow's feet and that kind of thing, but yeah. So this does look like an aftermarket repair of some sort. Different texture than everywhere else and minor cracks in the clear. We'll see what we can do, but it's gonna get better, but that stuff we can't completely fix. These cars always have pretty good scratches right around the T-tops from somebody taking them on and off all the time, so we'll clean that up. But for the most part, it's a pretty straightforward. Polish out some of these water spots you can see right here. But we're gonna give it probably a two-step. I'm assuming we'll start with a microfiber or foam and some probably moderately heavy cutting compound. But I'm gonna get set up, do a test spot, and we'll show you what's going on. Hey guys, so we're working our way through this Iroc behind me here. We've got half the hood compounded at this point, and we're gonna kind of just do the same process throughout the whole car. I'll give you a look at how it started and how it's coming along, and we'll keep going on this. So this side here, on the driver's side, is kind of how we started. So if you look close, you can see kind of scratches and water spots and all kinds of gross stuff everywhere. So that's kind of what we're fixing. And then you come over to this side, and this is where the initial cut has been done. And like there's a few paint chips that you can see there, but not much we can do about that. But for the most part, we've gotten probably 90+% of defects gone, and there are a few isolated big scratches left, but we're gonna let those be just because of the age of the car. back to where it hasn't been done yet. See what's going on. Lots of achy stuff. So yeah, that's where we are as of now. We're gonna do the other half of the head, and hopefully it looks about the same as this side. Alright guys, we're making some progress on this Iroc here. The initial compounding is done, so we're just going to move on and switch over to a foam pad, and I'm going to try a couple different finishing polishes. At this point, looking at the car, we could almost get away without refining at all, but it's always a good idea to do so. It just gives that extra little bit of gloss and makes everything a little bit better. So I'll walk you around the car real quick, and then I'm going to try out the Koch Chemie finishing polish with a wax in it. And then we'll also try HD Speed. They're both pretty reliable and generally will finish good. The Koch Chemie has a little bit more cut, but I don't think we need it with the way this paint is right now. But I will let you know at the end of the video what we ended up going with, and you can have a look and let me know what you think. So this weird area where it was all crow's-footed and cracked up, usually we'll stay away from that kind of stuff and just give it a real light once over, but it, for some reason, most of it cleared up when we polished it. If you catch the right angle, you can still see some ultra fine scratches in the clear that will never go away, but it's gone from something that was pretty ugly to looking alright for the most part, so that's a pretty big plus. But overall, before we do any kind of final polish or refining, it's pretty passable at this point. So from here on, it's just a big bonus. We'll get some extra gloss and take care of any tiny little nicks or scratches that may be left at this point, but overall it looks pretty damn good. And get to this last bit, and we'll show you the finished product. Alright, so we wrapped up on the Iroc behind me here. Ended up going with the Koch Chemie P301 to finish it up. It's a finishing polish with a bit of carnauba wax in it. I think, what did I use? A Lake Country orange polishing pad, and it glossed everything up real nice. The paint was already in great shape to begin with after cutting it, so it wasn't overly necessary, but we picked up an extra little bit of gloss and the car looks pretty darn good. It's ready for sale. So all that's left now is I'm going to wipe it down with 3D Bead It up just to add a little bit of extra slickness and give it some protection on top of the carnauba wax, and then clean the windows, and I'm going to get out of here. But I'll give you a quick walk around before I do so. In these little wells here for the lights, they're still taped off because the owner is going to just respray them with matte black paint instead of the gloss, just to bring it back to how it was from the factory and prevent too much light from reflecting everywhere. But everything else about the car is pretty well ready to go. And that's it. So let me know what you think, and if you're wondering about any products that we used in getting this car to this point, I try to put as many products as I can in the notes in the description of the video, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.